It's all just so interesting to me. So that was in July. And then that's August 9th. I just want to do it in order. Yes. Oh my God, there's so many messages between him and his. Okay. So then on July 9th. Yeah. On July 9th. So remember, this is the day of the movie being released. August. Sorry, not August. It's August 9th. So the premiere is August 6th. They already got all their flowers on that red carpet with Justin in the basement. And now August 9th. Okay. Enrique. Donna, I've never seen this level of rage since that comment that told you to correct yourself. The only person that needs to correct themselves are Blake and Ryan. My eyebrows, all of that can go. We can move on from that. You guys are so funny. All right, here we go. Let's read his messages with his agent, Warren Zavala. This is another agent that of Ryan Reynolds. Oh my God, look at this, you guys. I want you to realize that this is a text message to his agent who has multiple other clients. Can you, if you're watching this visual right now on YouTube, you can see what I'm looking at. This thing is so long. It's so long. All right. You guys ready? Excuse the long text. It's 5:12 a.m., by the way. Okay. You can sort of feel the Baldoni stuff coming to a head online. Twitter and TikTok are inexplicably blaming Blake at the moment. But I can't imagine details won't come out because Baldoni and Jamie Heath offended, harassed, finally we get the harassed, or violated too many people. And the internet is obviously looking for answers and obviously seeking how every cast member and key crew member, including Colleen, won't be in the same room as the guy. All of them have, at some point over the last 6 months, unfollowed him on social media. Not one person has said Justin's name out loud in any interview at any time. At what point do Justin and Jamie not take a moment to step into the light and say, maybe it's us? I can't tell yet if overwhelming success this weekend amplifies or snuffs this out. We're navigating uncharted territory in so many ways. Todd Black, who's a producer, called me back in a bit of a panic. The call didn't go well because he's looking to brainstorm ways to diffuse this stuff with Baldoni. Paraphrasing here, but basically Todd's line of thinking is, why doesn't Blake just hit it head on and say, Justin and I had disagreements and didn't get along, but we both love the film so much? And what I expressed to Todd is this attitude and approach is the exact problem. If I'm getting it right, he and Angie would prefer beat or just roll over and lie because the box office is on fire. How could they spend so much time with her, yet have no sense of who she is or what she's made of? I told Todd it's infuriating. Anyone would look at Blake to fix a problem Baldoni, Jamie, and to a certain degree, Angie literally manifested. Instead of aggressively implementing steps to create a safe work environment for Blake and every other woman on set, they responded in laughably impotent and meek ways. They revealed their hand immediately and often. I'm super frustrated because this is a moment in which Blake should be celebrating. She made this unbelievable win happen. She made this a win for Sony and by proxy Wayfair. She fucking refused to give up on the film. She didn't sleep. She missed countless moments with her kids while sitting in edit rooms, scrapping and frame fucking dailies for every square inch of quality. She slammed together a recipe for success despite working with ingredients she wasn't even able to choose. All this while masterminding a world-class marketing and promo plan for a movie that's punching so far above its weight, I've lost descriptors to even describe what is happening. She willed this weekend into reality. Baldoni and these other buckets of dumb juice should be acknowledging the speculation and gossip themselves. They should be jumping in front of it in the most full-throated, unqualified way now. They should be protecting B. They can and should accept the consequences of their actions and lean into the countless and willfully gross behavior before it leans into them. They made a big fucking mess. Blake, under no circumstances, should be asked to clean up this sloppy, cliched fuckstorm. If they are made of anything resembling the humanity or dignity or capacity for growth that they project on their foaminish shithole of a podcast, they'd be releasing a statement saying our behavior, so this is a statement that he wants everyone to say that he wants Jamie and Justin to say. Remember this? Our behavior on the set of It Ends With Us was abhorrent and not even close to standards and respect both Colleen Hoover and Blake Lively deserve, to say nothing of the entire cast and crew who bravely pushed their way through an unnecessarily challenging shoot. We're working to better understand how we fostered a workplace environment so lacking boundaries, guardrails, respect, and in many incidents, decency. Our aim is to take real accountability, which extends beyond performative virtue signaling. The success of It Ends With Us isn't because of our involvement. The film is succeeding in spite of it. The warmth and love audiences are showing this film are in large measure due to the skillful work of Colleen Hoover and Blake Lively, who dedicated themselves to a radically accelerated post-production process. Their refusal to accept incompetent working conditions should be the reason a movie fails, but their unwillingness to accept these conditions that we created are the reason this film is succeeding. He keeps going, guys. He keeps going. We at Wayfarer believe with our whole heart the underlying message of It Ends With Us must inspire an imperative and potentially life-changing conversation. Colleen and Blake poured their work ethic, courage, and innovation into ensuring these important themes are packaged in a way that's respectful of the sensitive subject matter, honoring of the source material made to deliver an entertaining, nuanced, and ultimately optimistic experience. It continues. Our goal now is to take a step back and conscientiously reflect on this experience. For the foreseeable future, our mission is to examine and re-examine the objectionable behavior and inadequate decision-making skills, which clearly hurt and offended people who place their trust in us. In doing this work, we continue to support the incredible cast and crew from the background. They've worked hard to construct a film which is being embraced all over the world. Sincerely, Justin Baldoni and Jamie Heath. I could fall over and pass out that he wrote this. This is still in one text message. Remember, I started talking 18 minutes ago. It's still one text message. If they orbited, he says, if they orbited or even glanced an acknowledgement like this, it would be the first discernible proof either possess a spine or something slightly north of a sociopathic understanding of basic consequence and impropriety. The only thing they don't seem interested in is the truth. And all Blake has is the truth. Like even one of the 26 things on the list she read aloud to Baldoni, Jamie, Todd, Angie, and Josh, who were all sitting in our living room, would be considered irretrievably monstrous and shocking. I think it's fine to play through the weekend, but I'm flying blind when it comes to Blake. We haven't had the chance to fully discuss the right course. I know she'll have a clear perspective unless something changed. All she cares about is the creative and a well-earned outcome, but I happen to think some action is necessary. She should not be subjected to some eye-rolling narrative of the controlling bitch. If I were those two guys, I'd be jumping in front of this now with energy. So his agent, who gets paid 10% from Ryan, says, first of all, I love your writing. I've read this a couple times. I think we should chat. I can't respond in a way that plays at the same level. Simply, you're right. They can't have some expectation that she's going to make it fine for the offender. Nor do I think these guys have the humility or capacity to be proactive in that way. I think their instincts are self-serving and quite the opposite. I think a lot of these are bots. Sarah and I are looking at it. My belief is that he's orchestrating a narrative and probably has a crisis team plotting his moves here. It's the exact opposite of what should be happening. This narrative, if he's the only one talking about the book and domestic violence, smells of foul play. Not to be an alarmist. Call me when you land. Todd is disappointed on this, something like that. Oh, Todd is so disappointing on this. They're talking about Todd Black, the producer. And then Ryan says, Todd and Angie are fucking textbook, ineffectual elderly people with no ideas or thoughtful communication skills, just blunt instruments with 6 catchphrases and about 5 key words. Warren says, it's this guy's incredible ego. It feels like he's laying a trap for truth surfaces while promoting a narrative digitally. Ryan says, yeah, but honestly, someone is just going to tell a journalist the real deal and it's going to blow up in his face. Hey, that journalist was Megan Twohey, right? Ryan knew this was going to happen. He was ready. Ryan is the reason for the New York Times article. Like there's no question that Ryan created all of this. Warren goes, one would think, but the truth does become muddled sometimes. That's why I'm concerned if he's laying a trap. I hope this fraud shit weasel is exposed. This is an agent an agent at the same agency for Justin Baldoni says, I hope this fraud shit weasel is exposed. I just want to protect our downside. The movie working is everything. Let's see if the noise subsides. Then he sends an article about from the world of real about the movie. And Warren says, this is all spin. I think we let it burn. Ryan says, how'd that work out for Depp? Warren Zavala, not well. Cratered both of them ultimately. That's why he's an egotistical shit weasel with a god complex. Then he says that JGS, I think that's Jonathan Greenstein, I don't know,